Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch, and I'm barefoot in the kitchen this morning, cooking my breakfast. Going to have ground beef and eggs this morning, but this isn't a cooking video. This is a video talking about something that came up on my live stream last night and keeps coming up in your comments and questions, and that is, how the hell do I deal with my doctor? What should I do? Should I fire him? Should I try to find a new doctor? No matter what I tell him, he thinks I'm crazy. My cholesterol's going to kill me. Meat is going to kill me. Beef is going to kill me. I need to be eating a low-fat, healthy fruit and vegetable diet, like all the other diabetics and sick people in the world who take his advice. Why is the question? What is it about these particular doctors? They're supposed to be smart, smarter than us. Why can we figure this stuff out and they can't? What is it about them? What motivates them to continue to spread this? It is a problem. Can it be fixed? And last night on my live stream, I gave my take on it, and after watching it, I thought it was pretty good. And it was just a shame that nobody, or very few people, will actually ever get to see that. So I'm going to replay my answer last night, hoping that that might give you a little insight into why this is happening and help you make the decision whether you need to get a new doctor if you can't get your immovable doctor off of the company line and start to accept so much of the new studies and evidence showing, especially what's happening to us and our health, to get them to open their minds. So take a look at this clip from last night, and then I'll come back and say goodbye. Not enough of us are really free thinkers. We're not given the opportunity in life. We're never taught how to think. We're taught how to remember stuff. That's why there's so many silly doctors out there. They don't know how to think. A doctor only knows what it said or what he needed to know to pass the test. And when he was asked on the test, what's the best diet? The answer was healthy fruits and vegetables. And that was good enough for him. And that stayed good enough for him because he inserted himself into the machine, or she, into the machine, became the cog in that particular wheel, and went round and round from that day forward, doing his thing, writing his prescriptions like he was taught. Never. This is the part that amazes me. And I saw a video on YouTube today with Gary Fettke, and you all know who he is. If you don't, look him up. Who was talking about, he said, any doctor that at this point in time doesn't know about what a low-carb, high-fat diet is and is willing to explore it or find out more about it is guilty of malpractice. Because any doctor that finds out that there is an avenue that can help cure his patients of anything is obligated to explore it, because I got news for you. They certainly explore every new drug that comes down the pike, don't they? And they explore the hot young drug rip carrying it, who's taking them out to dinner or on a junket to Hawaii. That they never miss out on. They never fail to explore it. But one of their patients, like one of you guys or me, goes into that doctor and says, "Doc, how do I look? How are my numbers?" And the doctor says, "Well, your numbers are good and you lost weight. You look great. What have you been doing?" "Well, doc, I've been eating a low-carb, high-fat diet." And this doctor will look you smack in the face. And instead of saying, "Tell me more," you know what he says? "Well, keep doing what you're doing, but I think it's going to kill you." And that's not a joke. That's what happens. These guys who believe every word out of that pretty young drug rep's mouth and can't even take their patients seriously when miracles happen to their patients because they start eating what we're supposed to eat, these people need to somehow be exposed for the frauds that they are. And it's sad. And it's sad because they all took an oath to do no harm. And when there's a way to help somebody and you don't use that option, you're doing harm. And the evidence of that harm is virtually everywhere. Virtually everywhere. Well, I hope that made some sense to you. What can you do about it? You have very little choice. You can't change somebody's mind once it's made up. They have to discover that for themselves. And I think that these doctors are leading such a closed existence surrounded by like-minded people that if they don't discover this on their own, they'll never discover it. And like the old saying says, science will advance one funeral at a time. And as the old dinosaurs with their old beliefs get old and fade away, let's hope that some of the newer doctors that are eager to learn things still have their powers of observation. We'll replace them, but that's a change that can take decades, if not generations. Just food for thought. Time for me to tend to my breakfast, so take the rest of the day off and certainly eat meat.